some sort of noise and I come like full compression in the front here, so up goes the bonnet. Make sure I'm not ripping the inner guards apart.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't fix it. No, I don't know what it is, but that's been annoying me for years anyway, so keep cracking on, see what happens. Before being declared a national park, a French petroleum company drilled the Simpson Desert looking for oil. In 1987, and about 70 kilometres from the edge of the desert, they drilled 1,400 metres deep, which struck the Great Artesian Basin. The 18 litres per second of flowing hot water wasn't able to be capped with our current equipment, and it took 6 years to control. In that time, an artificial lake was made, bringing an array of wildlife to the area. Although smaller than its uncapped version, there is still enough water kept in the lake to maintain the wildlife. Well, Nico just jumped out to get a quick shot, but that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just coming over the rise of the last sand dune, heading into like a pretty much a graded track. Can't believe the Simpson Desert has already crossed it once. Time to do it again. On to Dalhousie Springs. Hey, what's going on?
Bit of air and up across the Simpson Desert.
Let's throw a bit more air in those tyres. Starting to get a bit higher speed and running like 15 psi on the front cold, so going around the corners getting a bit sketchy. Get the bolt box out.
Bolt box out.
Need a spare bolt for this bad boy over here. Alright, it's only holding the battery in. I don't know what's important about that.
No, me neither. Alrighty, so after airing up, we've spotted we're missing a wheel nut. Not ideal circumstances, so what we're doing is we're going to pull one off one of the spares on the wheel carrier and whack it on the front end. Make sure they're all tight. So I've just left the Perny bore, and surprisingly it has one shower and one top toilet. And we didn't stop for a shower though, we're maintaining a shower for each trip, so we all smell lovely. It's approximately 70 k's on the heaver to get to Dalhousie Springs. Hopefully they got some water there. We might jump in for a dip there, maybe freshen up a bit. Anyway, stay tuned. Brian's wallet, keys. Yeah, I just checked. What do you reckon, Alex? It's a little bit warm.
It's a little bit warm, is it? You got a temperature estimate?
40, 35.
On the road again after having a swim in Dalhousie Springs. Turns out Dalhousie Springs proper has nothing there except for the actual where the water comes out of the ground and where your swim is at Dalhousie Springs, which makes no sense at all, but you know what, we found it, we had a swim.
Had a great swim.
Probably 35, 40 degrees in the water. And then once we had a bit of a swim in the water, they got some showers there, so all the boys took advantage of the first shower in
A couple of days.
well, 2 days, 3 days crossing the desert, 2 days, 3 days at Birdsville. Probably close to almost a week.
Yeah.
Probably Long Reach is our last decent shower. We made up a heap of ground today and we reckon we'll get back on the schedule. We're heading towards Mount Dare. I think the last sign said 68 kilometres and it's only 4:25 in the afternoon, so
Give it a good
bearing cars and bearing track condition, we should be there not too long. Bit of trip maintenance, mate.
Trip maintenance.
Got to keep you looking sharp.
Did me toenails a week ago. Now it's on my fingernails a week ago. Now it's on the toenails. Lovely.
Yeah. See under here. See that one?
Doesn't sound like mine.
1, 2, 3, 4. See how loose that one is over there?
Yeah. So what's going on?
Doing alright, mate, eh?
Doing alright, look. I'll take one for the team every now and then.
So this morning I thought I'd go for a shower, and even though they gave me multiple warnings about putting my bag in the car, I thought, I'll be fine. Left my bag outside the car, came back after a shower, whole bag's gone, turned upside down in the bush, and it's because of this guy and his mates.
Skip! Had a bit of trouble finding the tracks this morning. Turns out where the HEMA maps have mapped out one of the tracks we're going to get onto, the intersection no longer exists. It's been moved 4 k's down the road. Had us doing circles this morning. But we've just come out of Mount Dare. We've been on the phone to the Land Council, which we'll probably tell you a bit more about later on. And after chatting to the guys at Mount Dare, our plans have changed just a little bit. So we'll now the plan is pretty much do the whole of the Madigan line and then down the Hay River, and then depending if we see a track for the Geo survey or not, and we're going to have a chat to some other people whether we can get to the centre or not, but we'll see what happens. All's well that ends well. We're fueled up, got water, had a good night's sleep and a nice bacon egg sandwich this morning, and ready for a big day on the tracks.
Yeah, let's hit it.
So we are literally in the middle of nowhere at the moment, probably 100 kilometres north of Mount Dare, and we're just trying to find the start of the Madigan line. We've got HEMA maps up and we can see where we are, but I think since they've last been through, or
It's been a few changes.
since the farm, yeah, a few fences have gone up, a few signs have gone up, and it's a little bit tricky to find. But as far as we can tell, we're tracking on the right plot to find the Madigan line, and there seems to be like a bit of defined track here. But we've just gone past signs that says no through road. Most of those signs we've driven past so far have come through, and then another couple of them have just been to deter drivers, we think. So just cruise down this one for a few kilometres. We've got to be pretty wary. You know, we've only got a certain amount of fuel on board, and the Madigan line and the Hay River is already long enough as it is, so
Can't be wasting.
can't be wasting too much, and we can't be frigging around too much trying to find the start of this Madigan line, so see how we go. After finally finding some defined tracks that matched up with our maps, we were officially on the Madigan line. To get here, we drove some of the roughest corrugations and worst bulldust that we've experienced in our travels. It was all worth it though, when we pushed on to Madigan Camp 6 and enjoyed the serenity.